Hey everybody, I'm Crow. Welcome back to Dark Souls 2. We are in the place where we were last time, except there's a Pate here now.
Hello there. Traveling all alone in these treacherous times. Well, I hope you have a very good reason. Oh, hogwash. Who am I to judge? My name is Pate. I journey hither and thither on a sort of treasure hunt, you might call it. Be careful out there. There's talk of unsavory bandits who prey upon travelers like yourself.
Basically, if you know anything about the other Dark Souls games, he's Patches, except he sucks at being Patches. Because he's like, oh, I bet there's really good things in the next room. And then you walk into the next room, and then there's like, oh, look, there's an enemy or something, and then you kill it. And then it's like, wow, there really was good stuff in here. Thanks, Pate. And he's just like, damn it!
Oh yes, you be cautious if you go any farther. There's treasure in there for certain, but the entrance locks from behind. I saw the same design earlier, and it's the same contraption, I'm sure. I was with this warrior, you see, and he insisted that he go inside first. The rather brusque fellow tried to swipe the loot for himself, but it trapped him inside. I still have the gent's ring. I do hope he wasn't harmed.
If you talk to the other people, though, they'll tell you that he betrayed them and led them in there or whatever. I'm kind of surprised I didn't remember him actually saying that the door closed behind you. I thought he did that.
I'll leave this one to you. I'm worried about what might be inside.
Unfortunately, they wised up their game. Before, they used to actually be out in front, and you could get a few free shots in to draw some of them out. Now, they will not come out until this gate closes. And the gate doesn't close immediately until you're, like, right there. So, let's see if I can just... You guys want any of this? This is gonna be hell. I ain't got the stamina for this. And they have many pointy weapons and we have no Estus. No! I do not have the adaptability for these kind of things. Always remember that I may die and I am not a professional. You have to play, or you have to do something for 5,000 hours to be considered professional. I've only done this for about 300 to 400. Actually, probably closer to 450 or something. Thank you, one is down. Thank you, two is down. I will take that trade, good sir. 1, 2, 3. Gauntlets that we're never gonna use. And then there should be 2 bow people. See, I have conflicting memories. Because I have, like, 200 hours in the first Dark Souls, and then 200 hours into the Scholar of the First Sin. Right here is where you get the Catalyst if you want to do sorcerer things, but you did not begin life as a sorcerer. I think the armor's in here, too. Oh, never mind, I lied. Or was at least wrong. I know you can get that whole starter set. Where are the 2 archer people at? Were they not here now? They used to be at the top of the stairs. Oh well. If you look, there's an item over there. I believe that is the light crossbow, but we can go around now. And this guy will be like, what? You actually lived? Try plunging attack. I knew it was going to be try plunging attack. If you roll right when you fall, you take less damage.
Well, I see you managed to escape. I hope that brave warrior didn't come a cropper either. Be careful out there. There's talk of unsavory bandits who prey upon travelers like yourself.
Yeah, except the only way out is up there, so he would have known.
Oh. But you should take this.
See, that's what makes everybody think he's a good guy, is he gives you the summoning stone.
It allows undead to call out for help to one another. A across the fissures between worlds. With luck, somebody will lend you a hand.
See, everybody's like, he's giving me bad vibes, but then they're like, nah, this guy's totally like Solaire. He gave us the white soapstone.
I see you managed to escape.
I had a link, you know what, I should put that in the description or like in a comment or something. I saw an animation, it was like a 16-minute cartoon animation thing done by people that was like the entirety of Dark Souls 2. It's pretty freaking sweet. I've watched it quite a few dozen times. And headshot. You can't just throw firebombs over there and blow stuff up. They try to get you like that. But they failed! You come over here and they're like, oh look, there's this sleeping guy over here. He's totally dead. Oh wait, he's actually not. This thing over here is something that was added in Scholar of the First Sin, and I think it's a really nice touch. God, I sound like a freaking tour guide. I think it was a really nice touch to the lore of the world, because these guys went hollow fighting the giants. There was a big, like, human soldier and, or undead war versus the giants, and they went out fighting the giants. Both sides got, like, completely wiped out. So to see them still trying to fight their age-old enemy that's already dead, it makes it feel like the patrols that they added so that enemies aren't all completely stationary, and touches like soldiers actually attacking those trees, it just makes the world feel more like a world, you know? That is just the thing, if you want to light it. This is a hard jump to make. Oh, we actually got it first try. Soul of a nameless soldier and a torch. There should be one more person in here. I will shoot you from above, and you will die. Over here should be some kind of infantry helmet. It's like the armor that they have, except it's new. And we roll down here. And we come into here. Illusion, I don't believe you, you liar. Those people are down there. We're going to come up here. Life gem, homeward bone. And I am going to divide and conquer. One of the reasons that I love the bow is most of the time, or at least half the time, it lets you pick the fight. If we're going to fight, we're going to do it on my terms. They're dead. And then that person just comes flying out of nowhere. And then they don't make it to you and they die. Which is good. The ambush up here, I do believe, is still an ambush. Maybe we should open the shortcut first. There used to be a halberd up there. I don't remember what's in here now. I do know, however, there is an ironclad here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You do do less damage if you have less stamina. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He was an ironclad just like the other ones, then. Not special. Well, I guess being an ironclad is pretty special. I don't want to devalue him. Amber herbs for casters. And you come up here, and then you're like, wow, look at this item that's totally free, and not, oh, look, it's these guys. And then you back up, and then he hits you in the sword. Or he hits you in the back with a sword. You don't have a sword. That's not part of your body. If you do have a sword, it's at least not part of your body. Unless you've been training with it for like thousands of years. You were a samurai? Or some kind of great ancient knight? Did you slay dragons? I don't even know anymore. And dead, and alternated. So you get the other one too. I really didn't do much, like, I triple upgraded this bow and we put 6 more points in dex. That's all we did. That's the only difference we have from a character who has just freshly started this game. And we have ammunition. Like 80%, it may be more of the souls that I've gotten have gone into the ammo, because you have to spend it when you're getting souls. Especially in the beginning, like, you kill something and it's like, okay, it takes me 10 arrows to do that, 10 arrows to do that, and but now I get 40 more arrows. It's a grind that grinds against itself. Used to be a crystal lizard here. I don't think there is one now. Sadness? Friend? Yes, the friend is gone. Crystal lizard. Large leather shield and a life gem. Not a bad shield. I think it has 93% absorption. But it has, like, a better stability. Still, I don't like using shields that, when I do use shields, which isn't anymore. But when I did, high stability is really good. The Hollow... Oh, no, wait, that was the first game. Never mind. I was going to say the Hollow Knight shield's great. That was more in the first one. We're going to come back up here and hit this bonfire, and then we're going to go back down. And when we kill the last giant, we're going to get a key that'll let us run across there. When did I shoot a big arrow? Oh, I shot it on accident when I was trying to do the jump. Okay. That, attack, rather. But, I saved the big arrows for the boss. So that we can kill the boss who my friends named Craig. 4 reasons. But he is the last giant, and I have reason to believe that he's also a giant that you fight later in the game. I'm so confused, like, I do playthroughs sometimes, like, on old games, and I want to do it as if everyone has already played this game, but you can't really do that until you have at least one playthrough of it up on your channel. So, like, I'm trying to talk about lore stuff, but at the same time, I don't want to ruin parts of the game that we're going to get to later. It's conflicting. Just to make it easier on me, I'm going to switch these. No real reason, just I like hitting the bumper more because I have an Xbox controller that I'm using for this. The bumper's better than the trigger for me. And then you walk through. And they added those effects. Kind of unnecessary. But he sees you, and it riles him up so much and throws him in such a rage that he inflicts harm on his own body, ripping his arms and limbs out carelessly, just at a chance to try and hurt you. Lock-on, you're pissing me off. Unfortunately, to use the bow on the move, this is a run where lock-on is more important. There are a lot of bosses where lock-on is really bad, which is why fighting like that rat dog thing, the second rat fight, can be pretty bad. Because locking onto that thing murders you because you can't actually be underneath it. And hit it reliably because its like stomach is too low. When you have an enemy like that, you naturally just want to be underneath it. Kinda like Sif. Get arrowed in the head, by the way. And then he rips his arm off, and this makes his reach a lot bigger. I don't know if that was a pun. Probably not. But you keep shooting him, and then he runs at you, and he's just like, I'm going to do an attack in front of you, and you roll behind him. We have not upgraded our stamina at all. The only difference is that we have the Chloranthy ring on, so it regenerates a little bit faster, but even without it, not that big of a deal. He's gonna go forwards, we roll behind him, and just remember to use up with the right stick to aim up. And so ends the last giant. We used 34 arrows, however, a few of those missed. So we come back down here, I use the wood arrow, and we switch back to the iron arrows. We did get a key, but it's not the key to this door. We get that from a fiery keep later. What we do, or no, actually, was it down there? Was that the key that was down there? No, it has to be from the keep, because otherwise there'd be no reason to have that. That reminds me, we should try and get that soon. But either way, with the souls of Craig in hand, we fly to the top of the ladder. And we travel back to Majula, who, yeah, if you see Melinda, or whatever. I keep wanting to say Melinda. Whatever, she's over there now. Once you beat Craig, she's over there. Come over here. And this makes his... It makes a club of some kind. It's supposed to resemble his arm or something, I don't know. We're going to use this, as well as all of our other souls. And we're just going to level up. Maybe replace some of the arrows we've used. We should do that first. It's always good to hold on to max arrows. Eventually, we're going to buy 999 of each of the elemental arrows, and we're going to switch between them. And arrows won't even be a thing at all. But, that time is not right now. I know this is supposed to be, like, a challenge-y run kind of deal, but like, this is the kind of stuff you have to do to actually do it. Because if you run out of arrows, it's not a run anymore. This is the only thing you can do to hurt things, and that's not really a run anymore. That's just you having to run past all of the enemies, ignoring them until you find a soul that you can pop, so you can buy more arrows to kind of work back up into it. So I treat this a little bit differently from a normal run. I do still think it's a challenge, because fighting every boss with a bow is pretty difficult at times. But it's kind of different from the other ones, you know? A bit of grinding is kind of required. We are going to get our adaptability to 21. Boom! When we get that to 40, it'll be a world of difference. Things will be swinging halberds through us, like that thing that we did over there by Pate. I'd just be pressing the B button, and they'd be going straight through my chest. We wouldn't even be getting hit. Once you get it to 40, you have pretty much the full duration until you get back up onto your feet of iframes. It's ridiculous. It's really fun to just kind of be like, woo, woo, woo. Sorry, I'm getting a little crazy. But anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you liked it. Later, everybody.